royal marriages when Sarah Ferguson said yes to Prince Andrew. Throughout the summer, Closer invites you to rediscover the marriages that have marked the history of royalties and European principalities. This Friday, return on that of Prince Andrew with Sarah Ferguson. She is known to be the eccentric of the family, and he the favourite son of the British, although the scandal Epstein has damaged his image. Much more popular at the time than his older brother Prince Charles, yet heir to the throne. Their engagement was announced in March 1986 by Buckingham Palace. On July 23rd of the same year, they said yes to Westminster Abbey in front of 300 million viewers. The train of Sarah Ferguson's barely less than impressive than that of Lady Di 5 years earlier, 5.8 meters, again about 8 meters for the Princess of Wales. The two newlyweds were made Duke and Duchess of York by the Queen just before the ceremony, but will not be entitled to the same treatment as Prince Charles, the heir to the throne. It will, however, be a popular holiday. Many more Britons moved to greet the newlyweds than for the wedding of Lady Di with Prince Charles. It must be said their story looks like a fairy tale modern times, even though there are aristocratic origins on her father's family side. Sarah Ferguson was simply the daughter of Prince Philip's and Prince Charles' polo coach. Her destiny will be to finish princess before a conquered England. Sarah Ferguson's dress, Fergie as the British calls her, is by Lindica Sirish, placing and puffing well, no doubt. We are in the 80s. Prince Andrew, just like his witness, put on them a Royal Navy uniform. 1,800 people were invited to attend the union, but no head of state, for two reasons. Andrew is not the heir to the throne, and the royal family is required not to express in a way whatsoever his political opinions. This is how the marriage of Prince Harry, yet very close to Obamano, member of the former head of the state's family, had been invited. A cart ride will follow by a conquered crowd and the traditional kiss on Buckingham's balcony. "We want to kiss," the onlookers chanted in a scene reminiscent of Kate and William's kiss 20 years later. The newlyweds then flew to Azores for their honeymoon. According to the British press, their marriage cost more than that of Charles and Lady Di. Sarah Ferguson will give birth to two children, Patrice and Eugene, from York. But 10 years later, Prince Andrew and his wife divorced. However, they lived together for years after their separation, resulting in persistent rumors about a remarriage, which to date has never happened. Sarah Ferguson and Queen Elizabeth's unique friendship. Duchess of York Sarah Ferguson's relationship with Prince Andrew has over the years been under the public's watchful eyes. After the couple's separation announcement in 1992, the public has taken interest in them and their life, and even after they divorced in 1996. However, to the surprise of many, Prince Andrew and Sarah developed a stronger relationship after their marriage ended. In fact, many noticed that they have become close and have been targeted as best friends by their daughters. When the media has nothing to get from them, the shift focus on Sarah, the Duchess of York, become one of the favorite subjects for tabloids and gossips, mainly because she's free-spirited and not keen on following royal protocols. But people immediately observed Sarah and Queen Elizabeth's relationship and compared it before and after the divorce. The Duchess of York has reportedly established a good relationship with her mother-in-law. Sarah's biography, titled My Story, released in 1996, spelled that she and the Queen are so close. Sarah calls her Mama. Amid the separation issues, the Queen even talked to Sarah about reconsidering it and holding on to her relationship with Prince Andrew. The two continued to communicate and spend time with each other until news released a photo of Sarah and her new partner, John Byron, embracing each other in a vacation. The photos became a scandal ever since. The Queen turned cold turkey on Sarah. Prince Andrew had accepted that Sarah had moved forward, but news claimed that Queen was furious. All invitations for the Duchess had been dropped, and she had been banned from accessing the Queen's flight. Sarah, however, tried to win the Queen over by directly asking her for friendship again. The Queen forgave her, and the two rebuilt their friendship and now spend time together over tea. An insider described the Queen as forgiving and always sees the best in people. While the Queen has moved past a scandal involving Sarah, Prince Philip hasn't. Prince Philip considered ditching invitation for Princess Eugene and boyfriend Jack Brooksbank's wedding on October 12, for the sake of his granddaughter, Prince Philip agreed to be photographed with Sarah for a family portrait. How Princess Diana got involved in Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson's romance. Sarah Ferguson and Prince Andrew shared a loving yet very complex relationship, and it turns out their sometimes rocky romance is all thanks to the late Princess Diana. Sarah Ferguson, or Fergie as she's sometimes more affectionately called, married into the royal family in 1986 when she tied the knot with the Duke of York at a ceremony in Westminster Abbey. While the Princess of Wales have always shared a special connection with her sister and brother-in-law, it was in fact that Diana played the largest role in getting the Duke and Duchess of York together. Writing about the royal romance that has captured our attention for years, biographer Ingrid Seward detailed how Sarah and Andrew met at Ascot in summer of 1985. Sarah's acquaintanceship with the Princess of Wales had developed into a close friendship, and while the Windsor gathering was very much the sovereign's private gathering, she enjoys the company of a younger people and naturally enough sought the guidance of her daughter-in-law when she come to draw up the guest list. Miss Seward continued, the right age, the right background, and already unfamiliar terms with the royal family. Miss Seward writes, Diana purposefully placed her red-headed friend next to Andrew at the royal Ascot dinner. The princess, incorrigible romantic, may have been trying her hand at a little matchmaking. While Diana and Sarah were initially good friends, the pair had an infamously rocky relationship after Diana allowed Her Majesty to believe that Fergie leaked the news of her separation from ex-husband Andrew. Due to this incident, Fergie and Diana were not on speaking terms the year the Princess of Wales passed away. Fergie and Andrew would go on to have 2 children together, Princess Eugene and Princess Beatrice, and the former couple continues to remain best friends.